Alright, I'm just going to quickly go through this lick step by step and explain. Let's start out with the first part of the lick, and we'll call that the first part. So it's just making the movement from A minor to B flat, and as you see, Pat makes the smooth movement, the guide tone line. He goes from C right to the D flat, right on top of the B flat. So it just goes to show you that it's not just a bunch of nonsense. He's a master, and he's placing it on a perfect melodic, harmonic, and rhythmic beat there. So, but the first lick, this is how I finger it, and then rather than use this fingering, which is the tendency sometimes for people when we're doing these bebop licks, you see a lot of movements like this. If you transcribed a lot of bebop licks, you know that's really common, that kind of thing. But setting myself up and looking ahead to the next lick, I realized that I have to slide that first finger there, which gets me in position for that part, where he hits the C 6 times. And here he outlines like a D flat. I guess it's a, you could call it a D flat major pentatonic. You could call it a number of things. You know, this is the ninth of the B flat chord. I tend not to get hung up on all the theory and all that kind of stuff. Just play it, and you'll hear how these sound against the chord. But yeah, you have, you know, this D flat 7 with the ninth in there, and it's kind of outlining this major pentatonic sound. So then I hit this 6 times, and then on the 7th you go into the chromatic run, and then that presents a number of problems. So what I do here is sometime during this lick I shift my 3rd finger to my 2nd finger using that principle I talked about, where I try to reduce the movements of my fingers, because that's going to set me up for the nice chromatic run, which is going to be smooth and easy if I change that fingering. So here's the 3rd finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then for me personally on the 7th I change to the 2nd, and it just makes it easier for me. I guess I could do it both ways because I've worked it up, but generally I find it's easier. Now, I got over here, and when I went to the F, I found I was trying to do some type of fingering where I was trying to use the 3rd finger or whatever, but once I was trying to speed the lick up, it just didn't work. So this is a common Pat Martino thing. You have to bar this and use that. Use that bar coming out of this. And then right here, you're going to go into this where you do a slide, and this is when he breaks the alternate picking pattern. He slides through that instead of trying to go. And you can hear on the recording, the actual recording, like he kind of flubs this a little bit. I actually kind of cleaned it up a little bit. He kind of just, I think he really picks it once and kind of slides through it, but that's what I do. So I hit that bar, 2nd finger, sliding through the 1st, then that puts me into this D flat arpeggio again. And then the rest is pretty self-explanatory. You can just figure it out by looking at the PDF and the tablature, because there isn't any mystery, but I just wanted to walk you through it a little bit and show you how to kind of make things easier.